Hello, hello, hello. Don't mind me. I'm just taking my white sage and I'm just breaking a piece off of that if it's okay. So I'm just making a mess. Making a mess. Breaking the pieces. The white sage. Putting it in here. Mm-hmm. And how is everybody? How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm your host, Sherry with SipNThink with Sherry. And right now our plan for Q2 is we're doing one SipNThink a month. That's actually the 2026 plan. So that's if you follow my business journey journal on Sherry's Dreamcatcher. Trying to get a Wi-Fi extender because I'm like kind of like, why is it always a little delayed? Maybe it's because I'm ahead of it. Who knows? Well, do it. I gotta relight it. Hold on. There we go. There we go, girl. There we go. There we go. Starting like a. Whatever will be, will be. Dun, 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 dun. It's a turkey feather. Actually, if you are on my Sherry's Dreamcatcher channel, I do letters, Dreamcatcher letters. Dear Dreamcatcher, letters on the moon. And in my last video, we had my turkey feather pen. You can also get these on sherrysdreamcatcher.com website as well. But if you follow me on SipNThink, I will attach my blog when I'm done with it because I do have a blog too, and I put my turkey feathers on there. Or you can go to complicatedbeautywithsherry.com and you can get your whole smudging sack, and it includes a turkey feather, So just letting you know. Sometimes I have my glasses on, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I rhyme quick, sometimes I rhyme slow. But this is the pen. All right, so tonight's title, it's Sunday. Actually taking my time. I'm trying to really just kind of take in the smoke. Just take it in. Right? I'm not trying to rush myself at the moment. And that's a good thing because I feel like I'm always trying to rush myself. Here we have my SipNThink mug. Yeah. Sip and Think mug, you can get it in a couple places. You can get it on sherrysdreamcatcher.com. It's under the Sip and Think merchandise. You can also get it on Complicated Beauty's website. You can get it on Envision Dream website, which is vision www.envision-dream.com. Actually, Complicated Beauty, that's just got Complicated Beauty. But I could always add my rainbow heart Sip and Think mug. So I used this morning when I was using my daily dose as I was, getting myself ready for which projects I was going to do today. And I started my gardening project, which I'm really excited about. Yes. I will do a blog about it, and you'll be able to click on the link. What I have in here today is Stash Herbal Tea, Wild Raspberry Hibiscus, a radiant herbal infusion of tart hibiscus, lemongrass, and raspberries. It actually tastes really good. And it's caffeine free. So that's what I am drinking in my Sip and Think today. I am in my Sip and Think tank top. And just so you know, I have it in blue, green, purple, and pink. And I thought to myself, right before I was getting ready to go on, I was like, I think I want a yellow one. So I have to see if they have it available in yellow, or maybe like a hot orange. I call it hot orange because it's like fluorescent orange. I like that kind of orange. Reminds me of Arizona. Anyway. All right, so I do have a microphone on, so I don't have to scream or yell, but I do hope you can hear me. We won't know until I do the playback, right? Okay, yes. So I was looking for some WD-40 for our lottery wheel because it still makes the noise, right? So I decided, because I couldn't find the WD-40, which, by the way, when I find it, I will probably do the spray in front of you just so that you can see me do it. But I ended up testing it out, and I had 2 pop affirmation cards that jumped out. So without further ado, we've got Dream and Carpe Diem. Why did I say Carpo? Maybe let's go with that one first. In here. The achievement of your goal is assured the moment you commit yourself to it. Mac R. Douglas. Now, I may have to put my glasses back on because I do need them for reading. If you do follow me on some of my other social media, you'll know that I went and had an eye exam this weekend. It was very interesting. It was very, very interesting that I had to put my eyes up against this machine, and it took pictures of my eyes, and then it went. So it was like a light that took a camera, and then like air that blew onto my eyes. And when I got into the doctor's office, she had her computer out, and on the screen, I didn't realize it was both of my pupils and my eyes. And it looked beautiful. And I even said to her, oh my God, my eyes look beautiful. Like the pupil looks like a moon. And then all the veins in my eyes made it look like trees. And then my eyelashes were at the bottom, and it almost looked like, have you ever been to like a lake or a pond, and it's like the edge So my eyelashes kind of looked like I was at the edge of the pond. It looked so pretty. I almost was like, oh, I thought that was like a backdrop screensaver. I was like, oh, that's beautiful. And she's like, those are your eyes. I was like, wow, amazing. But yeah, I wonder if I could like, it would be really cool if I could get pictures of them and then I could show you my eyes so you could see what I was talking about. It was like, it was gorgeous. I was amazed at myself. Anyways, okay. So the achievement of your goal is assured the moment you commit yourself to it. Okay. Our next pop affirmation, dream. When you think at the moment that it is possible, then the magic starts. Unknown. When you think at that moment that it is possible, then the magic starts. Uh-oh. Hold on one second. Sorry, it's a family member. Sorry. All right, so just trying to see if I have to pick somebody up. Sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. It was my mom and my nephew, and I just want to make sure everything's okay. I know he plays lacrosse and sports, so I just okay, they're just going to have to wait. I love you all, but you know what? I am doing something that I need to do, and so you're just going to have to wait. Everyone is fine right now. Okay? Everyone said, "Okay, no worries. No worries. Sherry's good." Sorry, I apologize. I guess I should have like God, I cleansed my space, but you know what? When you cleanse your space, you also have to protect it. Protect it. Protect your space. These crazy calls. Oh my goodness. So I've got my dragon's blood now. Listen, listen. I said I wanted a calm Sunday. Every time I try to do something for me, and mind you, I don't mind helping others and being there for others, but it's just the timing of it, It's just the timing of it. All right. I have these 2 fortune cookies I would like to share with you. Mondays are a chance for a fresh start. Make the most of it. In February, your creativity will shine and inspire others. So I know we're in April, and I know this fortune cookie has the month of February. right? So sometimes it makes me go back and reflect and look at what I did in February to see if it's relevant now or if it will be relevant in the future. So, and then I pulled a couple of cards, some love bomb cards. I pulled three. So, the three of you that are calling me right now, I'm going to give you some love bombs, okay? Because you need it and I need it, okay? Okay. The first one that I shuffled before I came on here today was I admire your generosity. I admire your generosity. Remember, generosity is not just money. It could be time. It could be caring. It could be empathy. It could be clothes. But I admire your generosity. Your enthusiasm is contagious. Thank you. We need to keep our laughter and enthusiasm through all of this. As we go through day to day and changes left and right, we need to keep our enthusiasm. And you know what? If it's contagious, that is something I don't mind having. Okay? This one made me tear up a little bit. You're a wonderful parent. I need you to know that you're a wonderful parent. Whether I'm saying this to my own mother, saying this to my daughters, including my daughter in law, and saying to myself. Now, I also pulled out some Listen Bitch cards today. And the cards that I'm reading to you, I was shuffling the cards, and these cards just happened to pop out. So, in regards to everything that you've heard so far, these were cards that had popped out on their own, which meant whether I was on this live or not, they were meant for me to read and to see. Okay? So, the first one is you've come so far. Keep betting on yourself. Listen, bitch, you've come so far. Keep betting on yourself. Listen, bitch, you are worthy of everything good in this life. Everything. My feather. Listen, bitch, if it's a showerless, stay in bed all day type of day, that's okay. So, yeah, look at the mushrooms, plants. Listen, bitch, change is good. Embrace that shit. A wolf to the moon. Did you ever hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? All right, so now we're getting to the impact deck. Okay, now when I was shuffling, the green popped out. Green is an action card that challenges you to expand your comfort zone and get something done. So your action word is say no to something you don't want to do. Learning to say no. So if you don't want to do it, say no. Mind of a Champion. I have two. First one that came out was I respect myself. Clean your room. A clear mind starts with a clean environment. Take some time today to tidy up your workspace. I did do that with my desk. I started clearing it up, and that's how the shuffling of the cards came into play. Now, my idea of clean might be different than your idea of clean, but it works for me. Someone once said Cheryl is an organized mess. It's true. I am respected and loved by others. What are the three rules you stand for? Your name and reputation stays with you forever. Stay true to them every single day. So those are the cards and insights that I had shuffled with. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to see if I can do my split screen so I can read. Here we go. Oh, let's see this. Okay, so I'm going to have to put my glasses on for this. It's so interesting how I was trying to take my time today. Okay, Sunday Sip and Think in April. Spring equals reset energy, right? Okay, we have six reset energy questions. Okay. First question. What am I outgrowing right now? Could be habits, people, routines, even goals. The interesting part isn't what, it's why it no longer fits. Number two, am I actually moving forward or just staying busy? A lot of people confuse motion with progress. Look at what you've been doing this month. Does it connect to everything? Excuse me. I have my glasses on. Just so you know, I had to get another prescription. But that's not the problem here. The problem is I'm skimming and I'm not really reading, okay? So, a lot of people confuse motion with progress. Look at what you've been doing this month. Does it connect to anything meaningful? Number three, what version of me am I becoming? Not in a dramatic way, just patterns. Are you more disciplined, more avoidant, more social? Your current habits are shaping that answer. Number four, what have I been avoiding? Usually the most uncomfortable question is the most useful one. Avoidance tends to hide behind distractions. Number five, what's been giving me real energy lately? Not dopamine hits, actual energy. The stuff that leaves you feeling clearer or more like yourself afterward. Number six, if I reset April from today, what would I do differently? No guilt, just adjustment. Treat it like a soft restart instead of a failure check. If you really want to make these questions hit harder, write them down. Patterns will show up fast when you see your own words. So sometimes when we write things down and we look at it, we can see it a little more clearly, right? So for me, what am I outgrowing right now? I am currently outgrowing routines and some habits and some people. It says the interesting part isn't what, it's why it no longer fits. Because my path and my direction is a little different. There are things that I want to achieve and get done that others cannot see, understand, and at times I'm going to have to take the road less traveled alone on this path to achieve the goals that I'm wanting to achieve. I do believe that just because some of the things I'm working on are going this way and I'm going that way aren't meshing right now, I believe that I have to do that in order to loop back around to meet them, right? But by the time I meet them, I will have been a different person because I will have grown in a different way or a different light from the experiences I go through while I'm going down this windy road, you know? Yeah. Number two, am I actually moving forward or just staying busy? I mean, that's a great question. A lot of people confuse motion with progress. I can honestly tell you that starting in January for my January 2026 plan, I have a plan and I am focused and I am working towards that plan. So everything that I do, I'm stopping and I'm asking myself certain questions. I want to make sure that it benefits me because if it benefits me, it benefits everyone around me. So when someone asks me to do something, I ask myself those questions. Is it just keeping me busy? Or is this part of the plan that I have set forth for 2026? There are probably going to be times when I am with other people and I'm kind of at their whim because I'm in their car. However, I can say no to something, right? So I am I am actually moving forward. And I know this because I know the actions that I'm taking. I know that every single step that I take, I am carefully thinking about those steps. If you've been following me for a while, I do believe that you have seen the change. Now, it's not a bad thing. What it is you're seeing the real Sherry. Okay? So, this is just who I am without all the distractions. Okay? So, me, I am moving forward. Sometimes I have to take a step back and be more like the turtle than the hare, right? Because I want there to be quality with every step. I do believe in the past I've done things just to stay busy and not gotten anywhere. It was almost like I was on the hamster wheel. It says here to look at what you've been doing this month. Does it connect to anything meaningful? Yes, it does. I'm actually feeling better about myself and all the steps that I'm taking. Is my life perfect? Absolutely not. That's why there is a complicated beauty with Sherry. We see the beauty through the chaos. Things that continually happen that honestly, to me, is like it shouldn't even be happening. But again, there's free will, and not everybody thinks like me. And I have to take the time and slow down and say to myself, not everyone is you, Sherry. Not everyone thinks like you. It's not being judgmental. It's the truth. So I can't get mad that they don't see things the way that I see them. Now, that does not take away the disrespect, you know? Number 3, what version of me am I becoming? Not in a dramatic way, just patterns. Are you more disciplined, more avoidant, more social? Your current habits are shaping that answer. I'm strategic. You're seeing the pattern. If you watch the recap of Q1 from my business journey journal on Sherry's Dreamcatcher, you'll see the habits I've been creating. And now we're in Q2. So when we do the recap in June for April, May, and June, we'll see, what habits we created from that. Do we need to adjust things? Do we need to change things, right? Am I more disciplined? I would say yes, I am more disciplined with what I'm doing lately. Yes. Am I more avoidant? In what sense? I'm trying to avoid the drama and just kind of focus on what I need to do. Sometimes you can't avoid the drama. It hits you right in the face and you're like, you know. But what I think is drama and what someone else thinks is drama is two different things. Am I more social? Yes and no. I use my social media as an outlet, right? Am I more strict, disciplined? Number 4, what have I been avoiding? Usually the most uncomfortable question is the most useful one. Avoidance tends to hide behind distractions. When you don't want to talk to somebody that you should have a conversation with. My reasoning for not having the conversation is because, one, I'm not the one that said I didn't want to talk to anybody. So I kind of feel like, why should I be the one to take a step forward when I've been trying to take a step forward? I've been reaching out and the door is shut. Eventually, if the door is shut and you keep going towards the door, you're going to say, you know what, it's still locked. Let me try another door. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm not avoiding it on purpose. It hurts too much. It hurts a lot. In all honesty, some of the avoidance is so that I do not do something that emotionally I will, one, regret, or two, hurt physically, verbally, emotionally, and mentally other human beings. So in that situation, I would rather avoid it until I've been able to control myself. Yeah. Yeah. But I think in this case, for me personally, avoidance of that locked door is the best solution in this sense. Okay, it makes everybody Okay. Let's see. Number 5. What's been giving me real energy lately? So, I've been drinking the daily dose coffee, the mushroom it's got collagen mushroom, lion's mane. It's not in front of me right now, but I did take a picture of it. I've been doing that for over a month now, and I do feel better. And in fact, I know that I feel better with it because I actually ran out of it and had to drink coffee, regular coffee, for, I don't know, about 5 days, and I could tell the difference. So I ordered more and it came in, and I started back on it today. So we'll see how it goes. I'll continue it. Um, Also, I've been going to physical therapy, and so they're helping my joints and my muscles stretch. Um, Not sure if I'm going through premenopause. Um, Also, have some other health issues. Found out I have psoriasis. I did ask if it's in the family. My mother says it's not in the family, but I don't know. We'll find out. It could be. But the doctors do say that it is triggered by stress, which in my case, given everything that I have gone through in a short amount of time, they understand the reason why the stress is there. And so I am focusing more on Sherry because I can't help anybody else without helping Sherry first. So Sherry is the main priority. Yep. Not trying to be mean, but that is what it is. Let's see. And number 6, if I reset April from today, what would I do differently? No guilt, no, just adjustment. Treat it like a soft restart instead of a failure check. So if I reset April from today, which today is April 19th, and tomorrow is April 20th, which is my son's birthday, he will be 25. He will be 25. I missed his birthday last year, and we'll see what this year brings. Not by my choice. Let's see. Sometimes you have to respect other people's choices, but I still acknowledge it, and I'm not avoiding it. I still acknowledge it, but in my own way. I don't need to acknowledge it on social media for it to be real, right? However, in order for all of these questions and answers to really have an effect, I'm going to have to write them down. Now, when I go to write them down, I hope I write them down the same way I answered them. Who knows? Who knows? I'm just giving you the answers right here and now. All right, we've got a couple of more minutes because I have to make a couple of phone calls after this. And I think we'll start with our love and relationship affirmators with the pink. But thanks for giving me the idea to try to make some yellow or bright orange. I want hot orange. I love that. Every time I go somewhere sunny, I'm a hot pink or hot orange. I just love it. I love brightness. If I could reset April from today, what would I do differently? Well, we are in the middle of April. Does it make sense to do my sip and thinks in the middle of the month, the end of the month, or the beginning of the month? Small adjustments, right? If I reset April, what would I do differently? Gee, that's a great question. You know what? I bet you the answer is in February. In February, your creativity will shine and inspire others. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, get down tonight. So, yes, I am. Oh, did you see that? I got to sew this. I need a new sewing kit. It's a hole. It's a rash guard shirt, but I wear it all the time because it's like cold out. But it's got a hole right here. And so instead of buying a new one, I'm just going to sew it. Okay. Jeez. That's what I got to do different. All right. Anyways, my card, okay, is receiving. I open up and allow myself to receive love in all ways from all directions. It may seem scary, but it's better than receiving audits, bed bugs, or hate mail. I receive love, and it feels so good that I decide to receive it some more, and then some more, and maybe just a wee bit more. We talk about directions, phone calls, love. Gonna receive. Sherry, you can't always give, you gotta receive now. Okay? All right. Curiosity. Meeting new people. I remember what a treasure trove of opinions, interests, and stories they are. But these treasures will only be unlocked if I embrace my curiosity. So I'll be curious and you be interesting. Deal? Lock and key. The treasure. Here's your key. It's in curiosity. Okay, so somebody be curious and somebody be interesting. Okay. One more. Compliments. I know how good it feels to get a compliment, so I give that gift to others. I'll find a nice compliment for everyone I interact with today, even if I have to think really hard about it. In which case, I can follow up by complimenting myself for solving such a compliment puzzle. Wow, I'm skilled. It's two cats complimenting each other. That's interesting. I can follow up by complimenting myself for solving such a compliment puzzle. It didn't say complicated puzzle, it said complement puzzle. So this cat is facing a different direction than this cat, but it's got its head turned back, looking back, right? He's walking in a different direction, but his head is turned back. And then this cat over here has the ball of yarn. And this cat was moving in a different direction than this cat. And this cat turned his head to look back as well. But they're both in different directions, looking back at each other. And they're going in different directions. Think about that. Makes me a little curious. Hmm. And I have to be open to receiving compliments, right? I have to be open to receiving compliments. Differences of opinions, interests, and stories are within your curiosity. It's waiting to be unlocked. Okay. It's my regular affirmators. Compliment puzzle, huh? What do you got for me? Oh, patience. Congratulations. You've been granted more patience. You may start using it right away or much, much later. Waiting a long time is the sort of option now afforded to you by greater patience. You can believe it. Look at this. You're still reading and you haven't started getting annoyed yet. Imagine how this patience will transform your life. Imagine how easy it will be to go to the post office. How freaking weird is that? And that's in capital letters. Imagine how easy it will be to go to the post office. Get centered. When it gets to be too much, whatever it is, I close my eyes and return to my center. In my center, I have the wisdom and tranquility of a, name your favorite animal, holding a magical item, floating through space on a piece of furniture. So if you can see it, there's lines. Oops, right there, right there, right there. So I have the wisdom and tranquility of a favorite. What's your favorite animal? Holding a magical item like a wand, floating through space on the Death Star. Star Wars was on earlier. No, it's just floating through space on a piece of furniture. So it would have to be. You can floating through space on a bed, on a couch, on a chaise, on a rocking chair, on a dresser. What if you flew through space on a mirror? Is that a piece of furniture? Oh. Or I have the wisdom and tranquility of Siberian tiger holding a mirror, floating through space on a chaise. There we go. No, a princess bed. I want it to have like, um, like the ring that has the shears that come down, right? That kind of bed. Yeah, the princess bed. Okay, one more. Personal growth. As I move toward greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits fall away. Like training wheels on a bike, they help me get where I am. But now that I can ride, I don't need those slow and crummy wheels, except when I'm making big analogies. It's a frog. We were talking about habits. Which question was that one? Number 2, am I actually moving forward or just staying busy? A lot of people confuse motion with progress. Look at what you've been doing this month. Does it connect to anything meaningful? Okay. Um, the first question, what am I outgrowing right now? Personal growth. I'm not outgrowing personal growth, but the question was, what am I outgrowing right now? Could be habits, people, routines, even goals. The interesting part isn't what, it's why it no longer fits. Well, because personal growth, you're going from this wheel to this wheel. So obviously this wheel is not going to fit this bar here. So that's why. But you need them both in order to move forward. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining me for Sip and Think with Sherry for the month of April. I really appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of your month. Have a good night or day whenever you watch this. Maybe you'll watch it next February.